Hi everybody, it's Nunu, and my purpose in this video is to provide an overview of Essay 3, Statistical Overview, Self-Assessment. Now, Essay 3 is different from the first two essays you completed, Essays 1 and 2, because it requires a self-assessment. Now, before I explain what that self-assessment entails or involves, let's survey this assignment together, okay? So scrolling down, we have the usual assignment notes, helpful information for you regarding this essay. One of the notes relates to the rubric, and because the rubric, how you are graded for this assignment, is so important, I'm going to show you where that rubric is. So I'm scrolling up to these three vertical black dots. I'm clicking on them and then on Show Rubric, and all of the criteria for how this assignment will be graded pops up, and we see how this assignment relates to our course student learning objectives for this class. All right. Let's get out of the rubric. Let's scroll back down. We have the essay directions here, and the essay is due as usual by 11:59 p.m. on Friday, the very last minute of Friday. The directions are below, and we have peer evaluations that are due by 11:59 p.m. on Sunday, as usual, and the very last minute of Sunday. Now, the link to the peer evaluation directions is here. I'm clicking on it so we can see that it's there. I'm going back into Essay 3, and I'm going to remind you that we have a grading timeline and to observe the timeline. Okay, now, what is the self-assessment portion of this assignment? What does that relate to? Well, let me show you. To do so, I'll need to scroll down to a student essay. So I have a student essay right here. Below it, I have my assessment. Okay, and you always look below your essay for my assessment. And I have my summary of the essay here. And in my summary, I summarize usually how well a student writes an essay in terms of content, which is support for the thesis, and structure, how this support is organized, as well as if there are easily avoidable errors in the essay and errors in MLA format. But this summary for Essay 3 is a little bit different. I start by identifying the thesis in the essay, and then I ask if the essay could be improved in terms of content and structure. I answer that question, and I say, yes, it could be, and I ask how. And this is where the self-assessment portion of this assignment comes in. I tell you, rather than explaining how, I'm going to have you assess your own essay and explain how. So I give you directions as to how to assess your essay, and those directions are here in questions. So what you will do is you will click on this Essay 3 checklist, and if you want to print it out, I do recommend that. And this is a list of standard errors 1 through 20 for Essay 3 and essays in general. So they are numbered 1 through 20, and there are examples illustrating the errors. Okay, is this a lot to read? Not really. Will it require time and effort? Definitely. Okay, so I'm going to click back on the Essay 3 link and scroll back down to those directions. So you will study this Essay 3 checklist. You'll study each of the 20 errors and determine if you have any of those errors in your essay. Now, if you do have the errors, I'm asking you not to simply write the numbers of the errors, such as 1, 2, or 10, but to copy and paste each error into your self-assessment and explain how you made the error in your essay. And I have an example here. I made error number 4. There's no variety of paragraphs in the essay. Short transitional paragraphs and longer paragraphs, introduction, body, paragraph conclusion. My essay is 4 long paragraphs. I'd like you to understand the nature of the error in your essay. And this really helps you to look at your essay objectively via the peer evaluations. You have been identifying errors in other people's essays. And let's look at a peer evaluation. And here is one here. You've been answering those 9 questions. And now you're going to turn these questions onto your essay. And I have broken down those questions in detail in 20 standard errors. So is it a lot of work? It is work that will require time and effort, but remember, you will have sufficient time to carry out this assignment. We have this grading timeline. And for us, essay writing in this class is a process, and I care deeply about your learning. All of those errors that you will study to find out if you made those errors in your essay are errors I look for routinely in your essay too. And it's so important for you to be able to self-edit to find out what the errors are in your essay to build your writing skills. Okay, if you have any questions or concerns, I'm in inbox. I keep my office hours of 1 to 3 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And as usual, I Zoom on Tuesday night, every Tuesday night with you. All right, let's engage in meaningful learning.